Good evening and welcome to our episode 3 of our pre-season series here on Newysports for the 2018 New FM Northern League 1 competition tonight. As you can see probably by the background, I'm here at the Newcastle Athletics Field, the home of the Premiers and the champions, Cooks Hill United. And tonight we're going to catch up with a few of their players and their coach. And there will be an additional video later in the week where we catch up with one or two others that aren't here tonight. Including the club president, the new club president, Max Sebeckles. Enjoy. My first interviews here tonight at the outfield of Dan Clements and Dan Yaxley. First of all, how's things going in 2018 so far?
Well, we've been spanked 2 weeks in a row, so that's been a treat.
Yeah.
But I don't know, fitness has come along okay, and hopefully we don't lose by 8 goals each week going forward.
Yeah. The success of last year and obviously how that felt, how did that feel as players in this successful team?
Well, it was nice to win.
Yeah.
It's been a few years since personally I've had much success in the teams I've been in. So going there double was pretty sweet.
Yeah.
And we intend to do it again. Nice.
Grand final day was a good one?
It was great. Yeah, great to be in the grand final again.
Yeah.
You know, every year now.
At 1 from 1.
You're expecting a lot tougher opposition. Obviously, they've Cooks Hill, I guess, had set the bar and now have to sort of defend that title.
Don't expect that to be any tougher, to be honest. We'll be better and we'll go undefeated.
Yeah.
Cool. I tend to agree with you.
Confidence is key.
All right. Is it good not having, I guess, one or two standouts like some clubs will have? One or two particular players that
Besides ourselves, obviously.
If they don't show up, you know, the team sort of don't show up. So you got quality across the park, including yourselves. So it's good to have all those options.
Yeah, I have found when the Daniels are missing, there's a bit of trouble when the team doesn't quite bond as well.
Yeah.
But they understand that. So as long as we keep ourselves fit, Cooks Hill should thrive.
Yeah. You talked about the spankings against Magic and Charlestown. Are you expecting similar against Edgeworth, or are you going to try and test yourselves against?
It's champion v champion.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking it could be a close one, maybe 7-0. Yeah, but who knows?
7-0 to...
One of the champions
Okay.
would be my guess. What are you thinking? You reckon he'll sneak another screen?
I think I'll get another red card. It's usually what happens.
In a trial match?
No.
He'll find a way.
I'll ruin the league.
Was it good to see Graham Law so delighted to bring this club success, and obviously he's striving for more?
It's better to see him happy than angsty and angry. So
It does help.
it's nice when he's not yelling at us.
Is there a strong bond here at Cooks Hill between these players? Obviously first grade and 23s training together tonight, and I guess, you know, everyone's keen to sort of be one, you know, near 30-man squad.
I think we all get along pretty well. Particularly in the first, we're all about the same age now.
Yeah.
And we all struggle to kind of get fit together and struggle through the season and the injuries, and we all enjoy our bevies after the game.
Yeah.
But the younger boys coming through all pretty good lads from what I've seen. There's no real clashes as yet.
Yeah.
And if there is, we'll just kick them out.
Talking about injuries, I believe you've lost the skipper, Cal Gallagher, for a while. Obviously that's not good, so you want to try and win some games with him this year.
I thought he retired.
Yeah, retired. He retired undefeated.
Did he retire, did he?
Yeah.
Oh, well, wait a minute. Did he?
No, I don't think anyone seems to miss him. Sorry, Cal. You can come to the games and have some beers though, bro.
Is there a need to turn this place into a fortress next season? Obviously some teams lower on the table, your Torontos and your Singletons sort of stole points here last year, so obviously you won't want to drop points here at all.
Those games, they were missing one down.
Yep.
Okay. So we'll revert you to the previous point, whereas if we're both here, mate, it won't be a problem. The fortress will upheld.
Is it good to see more long-time supporters of the club, the Zone League 1 guys, the committee, or the all-age guys that'll get to more and more New FM games and get behind this team?
Absolutely. I want to see everyone in Newcastle here and they're cheering us on. That'll be my preference.
Yeah.
The more yelling, the better.
Final question, I'll ask you one sentence each to describe Tom Liolio.
Jesus. Oh, that's tough. An extremely handsome, well-spoken individual.
Wow.
Yeah, beat that. We'll wait. Still there, Yax?
The boy can dance.
That'll do it.
And there you have it.
Okay. Well, best of luck for the season.
Thanks, champion.
I'll
Thank
see you
you.
on Thursday night.
Pleasure and a privilege.
Good.
I'm here with Jake Hamilton, the goalkeeper of Crooks Hill United. First of all, mate, how's the feeling after 2 matches so far this season? Obviously tough matches too.
Yeah, it's a bit hard to, I don't know, keep your head up when you lose by so many in a couple of games. I think we've conceded probably the amount that we conceded in half the year last year.
Yeah.
But that's all right. Like, we understand that we're pretty far behind teams like that, just because they have been training 3 or 4 nights a week for 6 to 10 weeks. So
Yeah.
we understand where we're at, and we're trying not to take too much out of it. But yeah, it is hard being the goalkeeper and picking the ball out of the net so much.
Obviously, Graham has a lot of trials lined up, and there are a few, I wouldn't say easier teams with with respect intended, but some teams coming up from the coast and whatnot that you probably should beat.
Yeah, I think we have Tukley next week or the week after or something like that, and I don't even know where Tukley is, if I'm completely honest. But
I believe Ben Nichols is from Tukley.
That explains a lot then. But no, I suppose you can't not respect them, because we don't know who they are, so they could turn up and show us a thing or two.
Your season in goals last year obviously was one that probably didn't start out the way you wanted it, but towards the back end of the year I thought you were probably one of the better goalkeepers in the league, and especially during that final series when you only let in 1 goal.
Yeah, it was good. I think it was important to come good at the right end of the season, I suppose. I'd like to start a lot better than what I did, obviously. It hasn't gone that well so far, I guess, but I'd like to work on consistency more than anything, I think. Hopefully I can do a lot better and concede a lot less.
Yeah. Does Crooks Hill's high energy sort of in attack sometimes, I guess it leaves the door open at the back, and you probably are a bit busier than some other goalkeepers in a more defensive, park the bus sort of mentality of a club?
Yeah, we're always going to let goals the way that we play, I think. But I just think as long as we're scoring 1 more goal than the other team, then I'm happy, I suppose. We've got to do what we've got to do, I suppose. But this year we're definitely going to try and work on closing up at the back, and I don't know, hopefully I'll have a little bit less to do.
Yeah. Despite comfortably winning the grand final 4-0, was it extra enjoyable for you, I guess, to record a clean sheet on that big stage?
Yeah, it is. I think it was important for me as well. Like, it made me feel heaps better than, especially the last couple of games, like you said. It was important for me to play good and show everybody that I probably could play at this level, rather than just, thrown into a team that's doing well.
Yeah. Has there been any talk in this off-season about refining the goals conceded column? I guess you did concede a fair few goals last year. Has there been any talk and knuckling down defensively?
Yeah, I think we're going to do a bit of a change in structure. Try and shift people about and tighten up, and I think it's important for us to be. I think we were a little bit unfit at the back, myself included. We probably lost. We don't have much pace there either, which is obviously an issue. But yeah, we're gonna change a few things around and try and tighten the ship at the back.
Yeah. What are you expecting to come up against in round 1 against Bell Swans? Obviously a side looking for revenge.
Yeah, I think this year, not just Bell Swans, but I think this year it'll be a lot harder than what it was last year. I know we didn't win by much, but I think we were probably the best team in the comp.
Yeah.
And it would have looked that way. I don't think we got lucky. But I think this year it'll be a lot harder, and a lot of people have recruited really well in the off-season, so first round as well as all the rest, I think are going to be a lot harder than what they have been last year.
Obviously you got your brother here now playing in the 19s. How do you reckon he'll go this year?
Good, I hope. He's in a good team, and Best is a pretty good coach, and everyone here looks after everybody, so I'm happy for him to be here, and hopefully we can both do really well. Yeah,
I'm probably going to ask everyone this. 1 sentence to describe Tom Liolio.
Character. It's probably the best way to put it. Character.
Okay. And final question, obviously Graham Law's out there at the moment playing in this training game. It's quite something to watch.
Trying to play,
It's obviously good having him as the gaffer, and he obviously saw how much last year meant to him, and I guess you just want to deliver the same sort of success for him and the club again this year.
Yeah, definitely. I think we really need to concentrate on going back to back with the major and minor premiership, not just for him with all the time and effort he's put in, but the club as well.
Yeah.
You know, I feel like we deserve to be in the next level, so
Yeah.
we'll just keep working towards that.
All right, best of luck for the season.
Thanks, mate. Cheers.
Okay, I'm here with Lee Ashton from Cooksville United. First of all, mate, how much did you enjoy your first year here at the club?
Yeah, very much so. Yeah, it's a great bunch of lads. And I came in hopes to enjoy my football again and to win. And I did both of those things.
Yeah. Was it good to have a few quality goal scorers amongst the group, and thus, I guess, the confidence in your fellow attackers?
Yeah, we had, Russ, Carl Gallagher, Carl Lewis, who unfortunately has gone to Charlestown now. But we still got Nick Russell, and he can score from literally anywhere on the pitch. He's got one of the best left foots I've ever seen. So to have him not only scoring the goals but assisting a lot of the goals as well.
Yeah.
A lot of my goals came from crosses from Russ and Yaxley. And he just put it on the plate for me, and it makes my job a lot easier than scoring the goals.
Is it good coming up against some of the big name NPL clubs early in pre-season and I guess getting some experience?
Yeah, it's good. It's a hard test. There's some very good players for both Charlestown and Broadmeadow that we've played against.
Yeah.
I think it's even more difficult because we started pre-season a couple of weeks ago, and I imagine they would have been training a bit before we started, so their fitness is, they're a bit ahead of us.
Yeah.
So I don't think the scorelines reflect, what it would be like if we was to play them, say, in a month's time.
Yeah.
But it's really good in, playing and knowing that you never have time on the ball because someone's on you straight away.
Yeah.
And I think it will make us stronger for next year by playing those teams.
Yeah. You're obviously setting the bar higher for this season. Probably want to concede less goals, and also, I guess, maybe progress a bit further in the FFA Cup.
Yeah. That's something that Graham is hoping to work on for next year. We did concede quite a lot of goals.
Yeah.
And we have to outscore teams, but that's, we're not going to be able to do that every week. It's important to build those foundations at the back, and make us stronger in that area.
Yeah.
And hopefully we can have a stronger run in the FFA Cup. We got beat by Western last year. It was only 1-0. It was a close game.
Yeah.
It could have gone either way. So hopefully we can go a little bit better next year.
Yeah. Obviously, one of your former clubs, South Cardiff, look like they're going to be an improved outfit this year. What's it like sort of seeing players like Dino Fajkovic obviously coming down and playing UFM?
Yeah, it's great for the comp to have players like that.
Yeah.
Playing in it. It's getting stronger and stronger every year. And Southfield were really strong last year, and they just kind of tailed off a bit towards the end.
Yeah.
But they had a very strong defence. And the fact that they've strengthened in the attacking areas with Dino Faj and players like Nathan McAllister as well.
Yeah.
So I think they're going to be very strong for next year. So there's hopefully some good games against them next year.
Yeah. I asked Clements on that upstairs about what it felt like to, I guess, hear the news that Carl Gallagher won't be playing this season, I believe, due to injury.
Yeah, he struggled a lot last year with his feet. A lot of the games he was playing, he was taking painkillers and just to get through the games. And I think on a lot of the pitches as well, when they were really hard surface, it didn't really help with his feet. So I think he's had surgery on those, but he's going to be a big miss next year. Not only as a player, but to have someone around as well as a really nice guy and a great character to have within your team. So he'll be sorely missed next year.
Graham Moore at the moment out there on the training pitch, playing a part in this game. He's obviously a hands-on sort of person around the whole club, and do you reckon you'll see a few young guys make their first grade debut this year? Yeah,
definitely. Already in the 2 pre-season games we've had Luke step up from the 19s, and he's probably been man of the match in both of those games.
Yeah.
He scored against Charlestown. He's got a real good engine about him. He's a real hard worker, and that's something that we like to see. So I think he's at the top of the list to make it into first grade next year, and he's made that spot during pre-season. And if he keeps working hard, I'd expect him to keep that as well.
Yeah. Final question: is it paramount to sort of get started well in the season and defeat Bell Swans in the grand final rematch?
Yeah, we've got a quite a tough run at the start.
Yeah.
I think we have Bell Swans, Cahida and South Cardiff all in the first few games.
Yeah.
So it's really important to get that fast start. We had a good start last year, but then with the middle period it was a bit inconsistent, and we kind of let it slip a little bit.
Yeah.
So it's important just to continue, have a fast start and continue that for the rest of the season.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Best of luck for the season, mate.
Cheers, mate. Thanks a lot.
Cheers. Alright, I'm here with Tom Liolio from Cooksville United and the assistant coach, Chris Cunningham.
Manager.
Manager?
Yeah, he wants to be special.
Alright.
He's very
It's a very, very special man.
absolutely.
But, actually, the first one here setting up the field tonight for Graham and the team, so some good work there.
If Chris doesn't set up, I don't play. I don't play.
How's life treating you in 2018 so far?
Busy.
Busy, back to work.
Back to work.
Yeah. Tom, I'll ask you, being such a strong support for the team to lean on last year, were you arguably the foundation of the title win?
Without a doubt. I contributed no goals. I did play a bit, but my 5 minutes in the grand final was really what got us over the line.
Yeah.
There was a header right at the end. I headed that clear.
That was going in.
It was without a doubt going in. 4-1. At that late in the game, you never know, it can really topple things over.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can lose spirit, we can give up, we can walk off the field, really. The
Yeah.
aim was not to concede, and I did my job.
Yeah. You could probably vouch for this. He sort of keeps Graham Moore sane, and I guess keeps him from not becoming the next Kenny Lowe.
Keeps him on his toes.
Yeah.
Keeps him thinking all the time. You've got to do that, haven't you?
Yeah.
Do you feel the pressure, as I guess, being such a public face of this team? And
No, I know pressure. I feel hot. I'm very hot. I've sort of just been running around everybody, and there's a lot of me to move. So,
Hey, I must say that he's looking fit.
yeah. I just got asked if I lost weight. I don't know if I'm offended. I'm trying to bulk up, big tough, staunch dog,
yeah. Obviously, this club's got a lot of sponsors and connections, and that. You reckon you can maybe get some honey roasted cashews to be sort of, I guess, a public, you can be the face of their brand.
Well, we've got to defend a bit this year, so we're looking at walnuts.
Oh, walnuts. Okay.
Yeah,
Walnuts.
walnuts.
Okay, we've changed from cashews to walnuts. I don't know if I've seen that in my contract, but it's been the face of something. Oh look, I'm not. I'm easy on the eye. I reckon I can do it.
Yeah. El Presidente, as I like to call him, Max, was going to come down tonight, but he thought it was on Thursday, not tonight, so he's not here.
Max who?
Max Sedekals.
Oh, Max, yes, I am. The
So-
tape man. Yeah, we haven't got no tape, Max. One of your supply, mate, walking out.
I guess you've got to keep him on his toes now that he's the head honcho.
Yeah, the fat cat we call him.
Okay.
He's very lazy usually, but he's doing a good job, Maxi. El Presidente, Mr. President.
Haven't seen a cigar in his mouth yet, though.
No cigars.
No.
But half the reason I'm here, he looks after me.
Yeah. I'll ask you, Graham Moore got his boat licence recently. Is there any story behind that?
I think he's looking for a player somewhere in the Pacific Ocean.
Or a place
He's going to go out and sail out there and go and grab him.
For a place to drown me.
Yeah.
I think he wants to drown me. Every year we have a nice blow up.
I'm never ever going fishing with him, I'll tell you that.
But yeah.
You didn't happen to see the Cessnock City interviews?
I knew this was coming. Yeah, I did. I had a look. Seems like a very.
No, I didn't, so that's good.
Yeah.
You might have some competition as New FM's best funny man.
He can have it. He's a confident young man. All the best to him. We'll see him this year. That's all I've got to say about that.
Yeah. If by any chance you might be able to have a conversation on the bench between the two camps.
Absolutely. Well, I thought he was the starting goalkeeper.
I don't think he. Not bad.
I've
You
hit
don't
time.
rate him, Tom. You don't rate him,
I've
mate.
hit time with a hard
Three
question.
goalkeepers up there.
Straight
they're
from
all
the bird's
pretty talented,
mouth,
so.
Doesn't rate him.
I've hit time with a hard question. Well, look, I'd be more than happy to have a chat. I used to be a goalkeeper. Well, you know, I still do the gloves a bit, but
You could probably sign up at a certain UFM club at the moment. I think they're looking for a goalkeeper up Singleton.
oh no, it's much easier. It's much easier playing 5 minutes every week. Far easier. You don't sweat as much. Like I'm at training, look at me, I look like a hot mess. It's still hot.
Is the club looking at hiring a translator possibly for Graham Moore and a few of the players?
No, we all understand him. Only when he gets cranky, carries on.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or just give him the fold and just say, write it down, Gaffer.
Yeah.
And we'll write it down.
Right on the board.
Yeah.
That he gets one of the 23s to clean with, you know, spit covered tissue or something like that.
Yeah. What are you expecting on Thursday night against Edgeworth?
Tough encounter.
You want a serious answer? To get pumped?
Yeah.
No, we'll go alright. We've held our own. We've only leaked 6 goals a game.
Yeah,
But in short spurts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But in some parts, like 30 minutes, like we've held and we've done all right. We played a bit of football. We won the second half the other day against Charlestown.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, last
they're
goal.
going to be a good outfit this year. They'll win a lot of games here. They'll be pushing for top 4. I reckon.
Yeah. 2 more questions. I'll ask a serious one for you.
Oh, that was a serious question. What we thought of Edgy. What are you saying about Edgy, Todd?
I thought you'd come out with some sort of 10-0 prediction or something, to be honest.
No.
Oh, we just have to be competitive.
Well, we're playing for last goal wins, so if we get the last goal, we're happy.
Yeah, that's a fair way to do it. There's a lot of hard-working people in this club over the years. Pete Roworth, Dave Morley, just off the top of my head, Di, obviously on the committee. Is it great to sort of have their support?
Yes, yeah. They've worked hard. They've slogged away for years. You know, they started off over National Park. You know,
Yeah.
I remember going there with the Rubor kids, under 6s and 7s. You know, they were running around like ants over there.
Yeah.
And you only got to go over there on a Saturday for the work you've got to put in over there. Then to get there, you've got the zone, you've got us, and you've got the girls that we hopefully will get competitive next year or this year.
Yeah.
You need a hard-working committee, and if you haven't got that, you're not going to survive.
Yeah. Final question. What do you expect to do with your 5 or 6 minutes a game this year?
Hopefully score a goal. They're pegging me for a nudie run that I didn't do last year. I don't think I'm going to get that out of the way.
Yeah.
My appendage isn't what it should, could or would be, so
Yeah.
I might be a bit embarrassed about my nudie run. I enjoy the showers because I'm, you know, we have lovely, do you want to have a look at the showers? Tour around the Cook's
I
shed.
don't think they can.
What's wrong with that? We'll go
I'm
for a
not
bit.
going there.
We'll go for a bit of a walk. Come on with Tom. Let's have a look. So this is the sheds. This is what the home shed looks like. You guys get to see the away shed.
Nice
This
of you.
And now we got Steve. We might catch Steve in the middle of a shit here, but this I don't mind having it. Oh, Steve coming. So we've got closed up showers. So that's why I'm not doing my nudie run. I don't think I deserve to do one, but we're back here now. We'll set Ty back up. I've hijacked the camera.
Next down on the floor, I had that or something.
Oh well,
No, that'll be right.
that's good. We'll get in frame.
That's okay.
But yeah.
The good thing about your nudie run is at least you've got a 400-metre track to run around here.
Well, that was supposed to be the plan. My partner's, I just caught him mid. I don't know what we saw, Steve. Ty might have to do some censorship.
Yeah, we put a hurdle up for Steve, and he got to the first hurdle, he held up.
That's
and he
because
went down.
he's got a big cock.
Yeah, there might be a lot of censorship in this one. We'll see how we go.
Big Jonas has. We get a mention for Jonas?
Yeah,
Longest in the
shout
show.
out.
Jonas, how are you, bud?
Jonas, if you watch this at home, I don't miss you, you know, and your English has gotten worse. I look at the comments you put on stuff, and your English is terrible. So the boys miss you. I don't really.
It's bigger than that, eh?
Oh yeah, careful there. You never know what I might do with that.
I'm just going to cut this here before it gets really out of control.
Yeah, well,
Tom Liolio, Chris Cunningham from Cooksville United.
thanks for
Thanks very
having
much,
me.
Tom.
Decent.
We're looking forward to
Best of
you.
luck.
Good luck, all
Thanks for
class.
having me, Tom.
Alright, back here at Cooksville, I'm with Stephen Bramley, the vice captain, I believe.
Last year, we haven't set one this year, who knows?
Well, the gaffer's told me that you're the vice
Oh,
captain.
yeah, that's nice.
Yeah. How's it feeling so far in 2018?
Good, we've only had a few sessions. It feels like we've had more matches than sessions, but it's
Yeah.
been enjoyable.
I guess he's fortunate to have, a largely similar lineup to last year. Couple ins and outs.
That's it. Two out, and then two in. One we haven't met yet. He's here next week, I think. The Scottish lad. We're looking forward to meeting him. But yeah, similar kind of squad.
Yeah. So the Scottish lad is coming.
Yeah. Well, as far as we know, unless you've heard otherwise.
I've heard that Graham Moore got his boat licence just to go there and pick him up.
Yeah, he's keen.
Did the side face some grilling from Graham during the mid-season slump last year? I guess it pushed you maybe to a better level.
Absolutely. So he only screamed at us once, and that was during that slump half-time v Singleton, I think it was. That's our main goal this year, to be honest.
Yep.
Have the same kind of season without that slump.
Yeah. From a player's perspective, what did it mean to see a lot of club legends, I guess, here on that premiership winning day, and what it meant to them?
Oh yeah, it was a great turnout. It was a big day for them to see the club win. It was a great day for us too, but it might have meant more to them, so we were happy to give that to them. Everyone's worked really hard, so they deserve to have that.
Yeah. It's a constant need to sort of, stay on your toes and keep on your best game with some strong depth coming through and some young talent.
Yeah.
Lee, I think, mentioned Muller earlier.
Yeah, absolutely.
One of the many players pushing through the ranks here.
Yeah, and there's also DJ's brothers come in. So yeah, there's definitely competition. That's great though. That's what we want to keep on our toes.
Yeah. Are you expecting a much tougher season this year with such a target on your back after winning the comp?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, halfway through the season, everyone was playing against us like it was a cup final.
Yeah.
We're going to get that straight from the off now.
Yeah.
So that puts extra pressure on us. And looking around the clubs, there's a lot of signings going on.
Yeah.
So other clubs could be boosted as well. So we're looking forward to the challenge.
Yeah. You spoke about not having a mid-season slump. Is one of the main goals, I guess, this year to concede a lot less goals?
Yeah, absolutely. That is, yeah. We've already come on to that question, so sorry about that. But yeah, it's that slump is our main objective, just to have that consistency throughout.
Yeah, but even without the slump, there were games like the ones against New Lambton, your 5-4s and your 5-3s. I guess you really don't want to give the gaffer a heart attack.
That's it. It's kind of like the season Liverpool nearly won the league. They scored heaps, but they leaked heaps as well. So that's definitely a goal for us. At the back.
Can you see this club gaining promotion within the next few years?
I'd love to see it happen. It's all behind the scenes. I mean, we can do our job and fingers crossed win it again. Doesn't guarantee we'll go up. It all depends on the continued hard work of everyone else behind the scenes. Hopefully we'll get it.
Yeah. What's one thing we may not know about Graham Moore?
Oh, nah, I'm not answering that one. Nice try.
All right. I'll get you with one sentence to describe Tom Liolio.
Fruitcake. One word.
Fruitcake. Best of luck.
Thank you, mate.
Thank you.
Cheers.
I'm here with Jordan Smallhorne from Cooksville United, the newly appointed captain of the 23s, apparently.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, just found out tonight, so.
Yeah. How good was it to, obviously, the 23s last year did lose out in the semi-finals, but this club, as a majority, with premiership winning teams and championship winning teams, did it feel great being part of that?
Yeah, it was pretty surprising. Really, we weren't really expecting that because I was at Thornton the year before.
Yeah.
And we were just looking for a change of scenery. There's Jared and Damien out there as well that I came over with.
Yeah.
So we were just looking for a change up, and we weren't really expecting the whole club to be so well and everything. But yeah, things turned out pretty good for us all. So it was good.
I don't think too many people were expecting.
Yeah, you included, I'd say. Yeah.
You're expecting a lot tougher opposition now that I guess you do have a target on your back?
I'd say so. I think everyone's going to be gunning to take us down.
Yeah.
I don't know. From the looks of it, a lot of other teams have strengthened their whole squad rather than just focusing on first grade, which I think they've looked at last year. Most clubs did. So the 23s comp was pretty average last year.
Yeah.
There were smashings with nearly every second week. You know what I mean? So
yeah.
Hopefully it's strong throughout the whole comp this year.
Yeah. I guess on the 23s it is sort of a bit hard to balance youth and experience. Some clubs sort of go too far into one direction and have 17 and 18-year-olds across the majority of the team getting smashed, which is probably not what you want to see
Yeah.
for development's sake.
Yeah, well this year actually we've got a pretty young team. Benny was just telling me before, we don't have any overage players. Honestly, I think I'm now probably the oldest in the team now. Well, there's a bunch of us that are the same age, so turning 22. I don't think we've got any 23-year-olds in the team. So, yeah, we've gone pretty young this year as well, promoted some 19-year-olds and found some other boys. So,
Yeah.
yeah, I think we're heading to the youth sort of way as well, I guess.
Yeah. Was it good working with Ben Nichols last year as a coach?
Nah, he's shocking. No. I like Ben. He's a good guy. He's just a good guy to get along with, really. So half the time it's mate rather than coach. You know what I mean? So it's easy when it's that way.
Yeah. Obviously, you got some tough games in pre-season against NPL side, and the 23s on the weekend did have, I guess, a better outing than they did against Magic and held Charlestown to just a 1-0 win.
Yeah. Magic, we had 5 of our players, I think maybe 6 at max. Most of them are the 19-year-olds backing up who just played a full game in like 30-something degree heat, so that was always going to be tough. Plus, we had 2 sessions, and NPL they don't stop 3 sessions a week. Have like a couple over Christmas where they have a break. But yeah, I think Charlestown, we had majority of the boys out there, a couple of first graders getting some minutes, and I think it really proved that we were looking pretty good on the pitch. So hopefully Thursdays goes alright when we got like a full team out there as well.
Yeah. Do you feel like there's a need to turn the Athfield into a fortress this year and not leak any points here?
Oh, 100%. Especially like considering that game against West in the semis when we couldn't really turn it around here, even at home ground with most. I mean, we had everyone here. We had the 19s, first grade, and even the 17s were turning up to watch us. So yeah, definitely.
Is it good to see more and more long-time, I guess, supporters of this club getting behind the new FM team now? Because there's a few years there when the club were promoted that it sort of took a bit of time to get everybody on board.
Yeah, it's nice to see a big crowd turn up on game day these days. So it's always good when you got the support there watching.
Obviously, the 23s did lose in the semi-finals, but it was good to have such a consistent squad all season. I guess you'd be looking to go one better this year.
Oh, 100%, dude. We won the double this year. Yeah. It cut us deep when we lost in the semis, but what can you do?
Yeah. All right. Best of luck this season, mate.
Cheers, bro.
Cheers. All right, I'm here with 2 of the upcoming young players here at Crooksville United, Michael Dalton and Luke Muller, from the 19s last year, and I guess into the 23s and maybe more this year.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, we'll see how it goes.
Yeah. Has it been good to sort of have Graham's backing for both years, and to obviously you came and watched a lot of the 19s last year and paid close attention to you two?
You know more about it?
Oh no, it's been great to have the opportunities. Last year was my first year at the club, and I've already been had my first grade debut last year, and it was some great opportunities. It was really good.
Well, that's how much attention I'm paying. I remember that you had a first grade debut. You're expecting to obviously, hopefully, break into that team as the season goes on.
Yeah.
If there's injuries.
For real. You played a full game, Saturday?
Yeah.
That's how it goes.
Yeah. I did ask Stephen Bramley. He said that he's going to have to watch his back. Obviously, the defenders are all looking. I guess a lot of squad depth here, which is a good thing compared to some clubs where there might not be as much depth.
Yeah, really good squad depth this season.
Yeah.
Lots of quality. It's really good.
I'll ask you both one sentence to describe Tom Liolio.
Jesus.
Joker. That's all I've got to say.
That's a word. Look, he's just a good bloke to have around the club.
Yeah.
Keeps spirits high, and always a good bloke, I guess.
Yeah. This might also be Tom Liolio, who's sort of a male model, I guess, at the club, who considers themselves the best looking of the bunch.
Look, Mosey was up there till he was unfortunate too. But I don't know.
Good, mate.
Something that we don't know about Graham Moore, if you want to answer it.
I'm not so easy.
Yeah, no. I think, yeah, I got nothing really to add, apart from what most people would know.
Yeah, obviously the 19s and 23s didn't get into the grand final last year, but you were obviously around the club. Was there any stories from the after party?
I wasn't there.
No,
I know, really.
wasn't much partying after that.
No,
Lost the semi final. But
No, it's the opposite of
yeah, it's
partying, really.
unfortunate.
Just go home early and just be sad or like cry.
Is it good to see a few, obviously from the 19s last year, that have either gotten too old for 19s or being plucked up to 23s? Obviously against Magic, even some of the 17s from last year played in the 23 squad that day.
Yeah, I was mostly down to limited numbers, I think. But no, they're all the 17s, especially the 19s, are really good this year, I think.
Yeah.
Probably even better, maybe than last year. No offence to Mulsey.
But yourself.
I owe myself, but no, they're really good. They're a good bunch of lads too, and I think they'll do really good. To be honest.
Yeah, it's good that the 19s and 17s are quality enough to be able to fill in for the 23s.
Yeah. Who's the slowest player in the squad?
In the 23s.
Just the squad in general.
Probably me, to be honest. Probably got the fastest and the slowest sitting next to you.
Least likely to score a goal, apart from the goalkeeper, obviously.
Stephen Bramley. Yeah.
Did he get one last year then?
No.
Well, there you go. I certainly don't remember it if he did.
I don't think he did. I don't think he did. I hope he didn't.
He's also, I think he's the vice captain this year, so he better just.
Better stop. Steve.
Well, very best of luck for the season, guys.
Cheers, mate.
Thanks a lot. Thanks for having us.
Cheers. Final interview of the night here. I've got Graham Moore, the head coach of Cooks Hill United. How are your thoughts going into 2018?
Get my breath back. Yeah, very, very good.
Yeah.
It should be an easier pattern with very little change to the team.
Yeah.
So consistency and awareness of each other should be relatively high.
Yeah.
Which actually has been pre-season even so far. So I envisage a strong start to the season.
Yeah. For you personally, I guess describe the joy of winning the double last year and bringing some silverware to this fantastic club.
Yeah, because you can coach. You're only as good as your players.
Yeah.
Coach. So I'm lucky to have a good pool of players.
Yeah.
And obviously it's a job to bring them together and then certain stuff on game day. But I'm aware I'm fortunate to have a good squad of players and they delivered. I felt we could have delivered better than we did.
Yeah.
In the league phase, I think we turned it on in the final series. But
yeah,
you're only as good as your players, and they proved to be the best. So.
Yeah. Obviously, there's some clubs that are sort of almost bringing in 5, 6, 7 more players. Obviously, it's a pretty settled side, but you do have a couple of players coming in and a couple who have left.
Yeah, we were really disappointed to lose Carl Lewis, but we are where we are. We're a new FM club, and it's an open door. Any player at Cooks Hill, if they get an NPL offer, I'll always tell them to go and at least discuss it.
Yeah.
So that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
We lost Jonas, the German guy, to a bad injury. I think that's it. And my captain, Carl Gallagher, he's not left the club, he's injured for a year.
Yeah.
Apologies if I'm missing anyone else, but no, I think that appears to be it.
Yeah. Is there any latest news on the possible Scottish import?
I've had to get a boat licence to go and find them.
I heard that. Chris Cunningham told me that you specifically got the boat licence for that.
He's in Singapore just now.
Yeah.
And he's training over there. I knew he was going to go to Singapore. And as far as I'm concerned, I spoke to him today, he's still coming, but he is training with a club in Singapore, and it's a professional club, so we may lose him, and if we do, then it's a professional club, you know what I mean?
I guess that sort of tells you the calibre of player that he is.
Yeah, it's a bit disappointing, because if that does happen, the agreement was, I don't want to put the club in a place where they announce a good sign and it doesn't happen. Yeah. So the agreement was that he was always coming in 6 months.
Yeah.
As far as I'm aware, he's still coming, but I'll get out on the boat just in case.
Yeah. Recommitting to Cooks Hill, obviously, I believe you had some offers elsewhere.
Yeah.
You've obviously knuckled down and you want to stay with this club for the long haul and get them up.
I want to have ambitions as a coach as well. But I really, really enjoyed the year. Last year, it was very enjoyable. The club behind the scenes are really trying to do stuff. And it fits in with my lifestyle just now as well. I'm started a business. And yeah, I just don't want to change, to be honest with you. I was at Maitland and then Adamstown and then Cooks Hill. I think my wife would quite like me staying at the same club for a wee while.
Obviously promoted some of the younger talent here. Luke Muller and Michael Dalton were just on, and it's good to see those sort of players coming through the system.
They're only, to be honest with you, they're only two there, a couple of the boys coming through. But those two in particular at this stage have stood out. Luke in particular, he's just driving on. He's done everything that I ask. He's listening. He's respectful to the older players. He just really how it should be for a trainee coming through. He's really adapting to first grade.
Seeing some of the changes across the league. Obviously, South Cardiff have really gone about boosting their attack, and Bellswan's obviously changing around a bit.
As a coach, I tell you right now, I'd rather be in a competitive league than one where one team wipes the floor. So I'll just answer it as simple as that. I hope every team's improves on last year and it'll be a better comp.
The ever-growing footprint of the second tier division, obviously, it probably doesn't get as much publicity as the NPL, but I guess it's getting more as time goes on, and Cooks Hill sort of helped that last year.
The new FM's improving.
Yep.
I think the last 2 games for us shows us where we're at. We're still quite a bit off the pace, but relative to where we are, I expected that. These guys at NPL are training a lot more, and so obviously a fitness level comes with that. And some of my players are at New FM because it suits them lifestyle-wise. I think where I see the improvement coming, and I think I can base my 19s on this. I believe that the New FM 17s and 19s comp is getting closer to NPL status. And I think that's just a flow on of the kids, the volume of kids playing the game. And it can only fit so many people in the NPL structure, and I think we're getting the benefit of that.
There are some out there that have claimed that Cooks Hill bought the success here. You reply to that?
I can quite happily say every one of my players, they're here for the game, not for the money. My players get $75 for the game. Every single player, they're not here for the money. I had 8 players offered to go back to NPL this year. I'd quite like to know other people's salaries. I guess where you sit at the end of the season shows how you use your cash, and I think we used ours wisely, didn't we? Maybe 1 or 2 should watch where their cash goes about it.
It's a good test yourselves against NPL opposition in pre-season. Obviously, you probably will get touched up a bit by some of the bigger clubs, but it is a learning curve.
It's really interesting that we've seen a pattern with the 2 games we played against 2 very good teams who I think will probably be punching semis. And it's it's good. It's enjoyable. I think it's important for the club to develop. A few of the committee were saying, this is how far the club have came. We're now playing Magics and teams of that level pre-season, whereas maybe a few years ago we won. And I think that is important to bring better players to the club to see that we are improving. And I'll be honest with you, in trials, I'd rather compete against the best than go out and be the alternative and us be the whipping boys, because I just don't see what we get from that.
You've got the grand final rematch obviously here in round 1. I guess you just want to set the bar high and win that.
We want to win every game. But it's funny actually. I built up a good relationship with Bellswan's over the season, just through. I think their beliefs of where they want to take the club are quite similar to ours. And they are doing it the right way. Probably even more so than most, or it appears that they're trying to bring the juniors through, which is good. But we'll probably look to give them the same kick in as we did at the start of last season.
I guess a little bit disappointing in that game missing on the Saturday, which I think is St Patrick's Day. Obviously both clubs could have gone and enjoyed a drink post-game.
I think there's a few people like a drink in both teams. But I hate Sunday football. Full stop. Every year I ask any club I'm at, get the games on Saturdays. I do understand logistically it can't happen, but I hate Sunday football.
final question, the target on this club's back, obviously this year is going to be a bigger one than previous seasons. Is it going to be tough to defend the crown?
Every game's tough and every league's tough, but it was funny last year. I quite enjoyed not being favourites, but I don't mind the pressure on my boys this year. I'll probably use that. I would imagine we are favourites, and I fully expect them to prove that they are.
Yeah, alright, best of luck.
Alright, cheers mate.
Cheers.
See you.